Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XVI. So, couple things. Well, you. So I found out why my ears got decimated last time. It's also the same reason the audio was messed up. Um, so I had my headphones backwards. So yeah. Thankfully, at least the game audio wasn't messed up. But yeah, so it turns out, yeah, like it's just I was a little bit angry when I found out, especially the fact that my ears hurt for like 12 hours after that. But it is what it is. Anyways, wrong thing. Uh, yeah. Anyways, let's get to the story. Let's get back into it. Theodore, I need you to stop staring at me. Oh, we're going to the Rosaria one. Oh.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Torgal really is just old. Theodore, stop looking at me. You cannot eat my food.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
It's a good man.
Come on.
You cannot You cannot steal my food. Piss off, you bastard. Go lay down somewhere. You heard making too much noise earlier.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends?
Oh!
Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Marcus Rest?
More than likely.
Probably.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
I was gonna say, you better let me run. I'm so glad I did this. Also, I cannot change my, Oh, it automatically dismounts me. Okay. Fair enough.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn.
Who the fuckers who burnt her to the ash?
It would be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
I know I've said it.
Fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Just a tad bit. I don't know why it keeps selling me Gaia blades. That might be actually just all of it. It's just kind of dog shit, but... God damn it, that's taking damage. I do not need...
Much obliged.
Oh, I can't afford that. That's good. Yes, please, potions.
You won't be disappointed. Much obliged.
This will just come in
Here
handy.
you are.
I did need my potions restocked, and I forgot to do that off the camera.
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Probably not. Would you
Excuse
stop
me.
doing that? You cannot steal
What
my
was all
food.
that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Vampire can get a fucking sword up their ass.
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Well, they're also kind of looking for
A
us.
sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire? What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Well, I guess, yeah, using dominance for war isn't really,
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
I guess, appropriate.
Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
I don't think so. It shouldn't be.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Bastard old
I
man.
speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
Damn, we're getting
May I
exiled
at
already?
least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
You know what? That's fair.
Then we shall be on our way.
You know, I gotta respect it. Even if he is a kind of asshole, I gotta respect it. Me personally, I wouldn't want my people to get
These
slugged
people live
either.
with a knife to their throats,
Yep.
in the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would
Is your
certainly
brother?
be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do?
It might be Joshua. Who knows?
Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ready, go?
Also, I just love the music.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Yep. It'll be fine.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
No idea. You're not going to like it.
I forgot I had that equipped. Easy money. The little fanfare it does, I do love that. It might get annoying later, but for now, it is fine. Nope, they're dead.
mother's men.
Did you just stop me from...
Let's go. Faster.
Did I just run past him? I guess I can. You know what? They're probably not even worth it.
This might take a while.
I'm just not gonna fight him. Okay, never mind. This was the way to go. Oh, who got murdered
Blood,
here?
Clive.
A lot of it.
And still wet.
Hmm. Hmm.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yes.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Yeah.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Get him!
Oh, what the hell was that? Oh. Cool. Where's the captain? Okay, that was easy. Holy shit, you decimated him. Okay. Easy pickings. Did you piss off, Theodore? You cannot eat my food. It's mine. Damn, we didn't kill. I obliterated him. He shouldn't even be alive.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found.
What?
The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Jesus. Oh, he definitely sounds like a man.
Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Oh, okay. Not that far. I was like, oh, well, I guess I can just... It was like, oh, maybe I can get back on Ambrosia / Whiteheart. Nope. It's like 30 feet away. It's fine. Oh, shit. This place got fucked up. Looks fucked up.
Find something, boy. Death.
Expected. Don't tell me they killed all of them.
Found her.
Oh, fuck. What the hell? No! What in the actual fuck is wrong with them?
This was my mother's doing.
I'm telling you, we have to kill his mother.
Why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
It's mine.
What madness drives her, and I will end it.
Probably the Emperor. No, it's just her own greed.
We should go.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may
There's more.
already be in Port Isolde.
That, you know what? That's true. Damn, they fucked everyone up.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I do not have a choice. The fuck are you?
That'll do, girl.
No, fuck off. I just want to ride my chocobo, please.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
We could have stayed on Ambrosia. I really don't like the music when it does this. Fanfare.
Run like the wind.
I know I'm missing out on precious XP. Devil Crab, what the fuck? But honestly, they're just not even. They're not worth killing. Silken Strand.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance.
Oh, she slaughtered everyone.
Better.
Holy shit, why is yours so much
That's the
faster?
gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Okay, fine.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ripped dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
They can.
Or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough rotten.
Shameless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall.
Cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Now we'll probably have to go through the Lazarus.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Yeah, I figured. It's probably...
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
probably
think it's
isn't.
safe?
No.
As long as it is abandoned.
True, but it's probably not. We are going to fight something in there.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Also, I've noticed specifically when like when compared to when it's like a combat area, this is just like just regular shit. Fuck off, spiders. You know I didn't jump game.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
We're probably gonna find some black shields or some bullshit in here.
Not abandoned then.
Oh.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Why do they always want to do it the hard way? There's no reason for you guys to die right now.
Or not.
Well, they're bandits anyways, so it doesn't... What the hell just happened? Hey, wanna see a magic trick? I'm gonna blow up. Come on. Oh man. I was hoping they would blow up and just kill them. Actually, I don't know if they're dead. It just said bested, not slain. So probably still alive.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Hmm.
He's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
He lived.
Of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
I thought you died, my guy.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
I don't think we had anything to fear, but holy shit.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
It's been 18 goddamn years. And this motherfucker's still taller than me.
We can speak inside.
Happy now, Theodore, it's gone. You cannot steal my food, for it has been consumed.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name.
They need to die.
It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
How the fuck do you tint metal?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Because obviously spray paint isn't a thing,
Very
and you
well.
can't really
If that is your wish,
just paint
I
a
would
sword.
be honored to serve at your side.
Do a new party member? Also, holy
And
shit,
we
your
at
hair's
yours.
bad.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Damn, that means, other dude perished. I don't remember his name. Hell, I remember Wade's name.
Will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
That's actually pretty good. Oh. I'll buy like 20 of these. That's like the max.
Of course, my lord. As you wish, my lord.
And we're
It
good
has
there.
been an honor.
Shut the hell up. Yeah, that's just better. 'Cause I don't use this. That's okay. Yeah, only for a minute. Actually, that's really good. Ish. Probably would have been good for that dragon fight. Ooh, actually, while I've open, do that.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Then I can buy infinite from you, so it does not matter. Okay, we're good. Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians. The Black Shields, this will allow us to wage battle on the bridge. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to...
How small?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So wait. The bearers from...
Very good.
Hmm.
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
You're not holding your sword. That was actually very weird.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace.
Death of your mother.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Thought the music. Party members do. Wait, so does that mean... Nope. Oh, he's just a guest one. I love the sprites, especially the way they... Look at Torgal. A good lad. Let me see if I can upgrade. Not really, but... I'm saving up for this. Don't care.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Okay,
How long
let's...
have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Good, we each have one. Piss off? No, these are people.
Come along now. The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Okay. Please get off of that. Oh? Why does that mage look different?
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Yes.
Then come!
Two of them are dominants, and the other one can throw a dominant with his mouth while being in midair. He's just there.
Your petty revolution ends here.
Ow, fuck you.
On these our swords we swear.
You're going to die.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
The fuck is that? Oh. Ow, piss off, you piece of shit. Good.
More dragons.
Fuck off.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Oh, piss off. Okay. No, fuck off. Don't go to the sky. Oh, damn it.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one.
Why the fuck did you get up there?
In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Bro thinks... Ow. Ow. That's the second time I messed up that dodge. Okay. Okay. Fuck him up. I love how he changes it to fucking kill.
So wait.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
I'm on it. Nice. Oh, I got fucked up. That works, I guess. I will take that. I do have to... Oh, more Imperial Links and a Dragon Talon. Interesting.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten... Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
Absolutely.
And then it will...
Yeah, no, we had to kill her mother.
The nation we once knew is gone for good.
It...
Our fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place.
Hydra.
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it.
Damn, he's been fighting for 18 fucking years. That's ridiculous.
For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison? A sound strat...
Hey. That's good. Ooh, more meteorite. I do like me some meteorite. We still have to get inside the port.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Another seal?
It's
Or...
the mark of the Guardians.
Yep.
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Oh.
Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Please, you guys gotta stop doing that pose. Damn, that was easy.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
What the hell is that? Is that a war panther or a war tiger? I want to. Oh.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
How large is your uncle? No, it's just a regular war panther.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
I have no idea what he's doing.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot.
What?
Loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
I don't have much to say. I'm just watching it at this point.
Always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
I appreciate it. I'm glad that was actually a nice moment.
You arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
Nice.
I have a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh shit, audio? Yeah.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
She's not coming with us.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield.
It is not your company.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, the mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it.
Oh. Lore.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm.
Oh, I never even saw that.
Does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less.
What?
And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Okay, so we used to have a mother crystal at the duchy, but we
The Mother
fucking
Crystal
failed.
is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Yeah, fuck off. Well, yeah, this was an episode for sure. Not literally, really nothing happened besides, you know, senseless slaughter. But
I think so.
Jill, you weren't talking about destroying Drift.
No.
I
spoke of Imran. It's what I need to do to put the... And I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I see. It's gonna be like that. Please do not fucking start me in a cutscene. Oh, thank shit. There's a plus. That means there's something I can do. Okay. Well, you know what that means. Side quest time. Gonna do every side quest in the book, and then we're gonna destroy the mother the mother crystal next episode. But that's for that episode. Like I said, it's weird. There's like a hype episode and then not hype. Like this episode, it really wasn't all that special. Just it was very exposition-y. Like hell, I barely got a thumbnail out of this episode. But that's besides the point. Oh god, I still have to upload. Fuck. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do the side quest, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.